Happy Wednesday. We're here. We're back. Wow, have we had a couple of busy days. But come on in. Come set a spell with us. Nala is down on her bed, just kind of chilling. Okay, guys, I know you're all curious. Yes, Nala's fine. It was a one and done. She is good to go. All right? Very successful. My girl's a tough old bird, just like her mama. So I do want to thank all of you for your concern and your support. I don't want to say that we're getting comfortable with having to deal with her tumors. But you know what? It's cancer. And if you attack it, the second you find it, then the better her chances are to enjoy the rest of her life. And that could be another 6 years. Staffies on average live to be 14 to 16 years old. So far we're doing good. 6 for 6. Just pray she doesn't get any more anytime soon. It's not tough on her, it's tough on me. She is getting to the point now she goes to the vets. It's like, oh, I'm here again. But anyway, guys, that's the news up front, all right? She's fine. She's good. Anyway, yesterday, when we got home, I took her for a nice long walk. I can't put a harness on her because the most recent tumor was in her upper center back, only about 3 inches or so down from her spine. And that's right where the harness would sit. So I did use one of her really nice martingale collars that she has. So we went out for a walk and she was trotting. She was happy. She almost wanted to run. Me, unfortunately, because of my knee and my heel, I can't run. Well, I can, but if I do, it's going to hurt like Hades. But she got a good amount of exercise. We got back in the house, and within 5 minutes, the skies opened up, and we had the most horrendous thunderstorm. And it lasted a couple of hours. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do to kill the time. I was going to do my groceries, so I checked my grocery list, and I saw that there was something on my list that I needed, and I said, why buy it when I can make it? So look what I did yesterday. Guys, it was yummy. Now, I just used regular all-purpose flour. Basically, I made white bread, but you can use wheat flour or rye flour, just not corn flour. This recipe is not for corn flour, but you can use wheat, rye, or a mixture of flours if you like a mixture of flavor, right? So the whole idea is the quantities of what you're using, not necessarily type of flour. I save one of the things that I did that you might have noticed is in the slices, you saw the big hunk laying there. I slice off the crown so that I get nice, even sandwich slices, as you saw in the picture. I save the crown for dipping or using it as a roll on the side. So, for example, if I'm having meatloaf and I want to have a roll, I'll take a hunk of that crown from the bread and I'll use that as my dinner roll. So nothing goes to waste. The heels, I might use those for the same purpose. If I'm having something smaller and maybe I need to dip into a little extra spaghetti sauce in my bowl, I'll use that to go with the spaghetti sauce. So you don't waste any of it. On average, these are smaller loaf pans, but I still get about 14 slices per pan. So that's quite a bit of bread. But I'll warn you guys, this bread, not only is it easy to make, but it is so tasty that you're just going to want to have it as a snack. All right. Pop it in the microwave, not even 30 seconds, just long enough to just warm it. All right, because I keep it in Ziploc bags, 1 loaf per Ziploc bag. I use the big gallon bags. Excuse me, my eyes are watering. And when you take it out, of course, it's chilled, but it lasts weeks in the refrigerator. So I've got 1 loaf in the freezer, 1 in the refrigerator. But anyway, I digress again. Put it in the microwave about 15 seconds, just enough to warm it. Put a little butter on it, your favorite jelly, your favorite spread, your favorite sauce. And guys, it makes a fantastic snack. And it also makes amazing little mini pizzas. Don't even warm them. Take them right out of the refrigerator. Put a couple slices on a plate. Spread your sauce on, put your cheese, put your toppings, put it in the microwave for 1 minute. 1 minute, right? What happens is the bread soaks up all that nice sauce that you put on it, and it melts the cheese, and you've got yourself an amazing little mini pizza. Yeah, okay, that's what I did for dinner last night. I couldn't help it. It was just too good. So I hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions, whatever, let me know. And I will pin the recipe down in as the top comment. Some of you have asked me to pin some of my recipes as I do them. So I'm going to start trying to remember to do that. If I didn't do it, by all means, drop me a comment and say, hey, you forgot to pin the recipe. It's not even going to be in the description box. I typically don't do that because I put it on screen. Okay. But anyway, there you go. Okay. All right. Today I'm going to show you something that's very near and dear to my heart. The shop I'm going to show you. Now, please don't run away because you know I'm very, very big on animal rescue. Right? 8 out of 9 of my dogs have been a rescue. I've only ever purchased 1 dog, and that was Storm. She was my pedigree German Shepherd. Beautiful animal. But everybody else, all of them, even my cats and my birds, have all been rescues. So rescue is very near and dear to my heart. Rescue is my favorite breed. What can I say? And I know a lot of you out there are the very same way, and you're always looking for different ways to support a rescue. I found a shop on Whatnot that I've actually been watching for quite a while. I've had interactions with this person in other pet shops because they will go into another pet shop and they will try to find bargains that they can bring to their shop and send to us. So I've had exposure to this shop for a while, but I never actually went there and purchased. I've watched, I do that. But I want to explain to you exactly what this shop is and why this shop is so important. This shop is a 501c3. That is an animal rescue, which is a nonprofit organization, and it operates exclusively for charitable purposes, right? It's not for profit. It is specifically to prevent cruelty to animals and to promote their welfare, whatever that might mean for those animals. The 501c3 is a federal tax designation, which it kind of ensures that the organization's mission, their documents, their operating, their focus is on the public benefit, the animal's benefit, rather than being on profit. They are truly a not-for-profit shop. Now, typical activities in a 501c3, they're rescuing abandoned animals or abused animals. They provide medical care for animals. They do spaying and neutering. They help facilitate adoptions. They run educational programs for the community about responsible pet ownership. They are also very heavily involved in fostering animals and getting them out of the shelters and into foster homes. So they don't operate in a little bubble, so to speak, in a little vacuum. All right. A 501c3, what it does is it leverages a network. There are volunteers, foster homes, as I mentioned, local veterinarians, actually veterinarians across the country. Nala's shelter, where I got her from, is a 501c3. But their veterinarians coordinated with Nala's veterinarian here. So the vets coordinate. There's a whole network of them. And of course, there's also donors that are used or other volunteers, whatever is necessary to fulfill this mission and help support these animals. Now, some of the 501c3, they'll specialize in a specific breed or a species, like there'll be a German Shepherd rescue or a Pit Bull rescue, or like the Meeser rescue over on the eastern side of the country over here is a cat rescue. There are also specifics for different cat breeds, just like there are for dog breeds. Like one of my best friends in New York, she's specifically involved with rescuing Siamese cats and, seal points and all the different styles or breeds within the Siamese cat realm. So every shop differs a little bit, but all of them function for these animals that are in need. That's what this shop does that I'm bringing you. Every time you shop at this seller, at this vendor on Whatnot, your donations, so to speak, what you're paying for your item, is considered to be a donation. And yes, guys, at this particular shop, it is tax deductible. So if you buy from this shop, because it is a 501c3, that is a donation, all right, to an animal shelter. And if you do still file taxes, which I don't, but if you do still file taxes, then you have a charitable deduction for your taxes. But moreover, you are helping animals, and they don't specify. They do dogs, cats, whatever is in need. All right. So I'm going to show you what I got now that you understand, hopefully understand this shop and why it's so important to me. If I could recommend above all else any other shops out there that I've done on Whatnot, this is the one that holds my heart the highest level. This one. And this shop, by the way, they are always in Miss Karen's shop. They are always in SunshineGildedFinds. All right. And that's where I first actually got associated with them last fall. Or, well, I don't want to say associated, familiar with them last fall. But now I'm a shopper. So the name of the shop is called K9. I'll put it up here. K9 Rescue. Right? K9 Rescue. They are located in Florida, so they're not too far away from me. I got my little cheat sheets here. They do include There's your printout, all right, so that you have your receipt for your tax purposes. But you have your receipt, period, for what you're buying. So I'm going to show you everything. I swear, there's nothing wrong with her nose. Guys, I gotta show. There is nothing wrong with her nose. What are you doing, Nala? What are you doing? Wagging your tail and sniffing. She says, I'm wagging my tail and sniffing, Mom. All right, I'll do the first things. So the first thing I got her was a 4-pack of Ruffles. Ruffles are waffles, maple flavored waffles for dogs. They came in a 4-pack. These, typically go for $1.89 each. So $7.56 for the 4 of them. However, I got the 4 of them for $4. So I got them for $1 each. She's like, Mom, I want one. All right, we'll see how she likes them. You ready? Oh, if you could see the eyeballs she's giving me, guys. Are you ready? Look, watch her. This is how she typically is. All right. Oh, side eye. He knows this is her. Okay, so this is real maple flavor, and it's actually stuck in the bag. Look at that, guys. That's what this looks like. It's a wafer. This is not rawhide. Look at that. That's all maple. You sniffing? Okay. I love when she tries something new because you never know how she's going. Oh, I don't know if you heard that, but she just cracked that sucker in half. So those are the Ruffles. As I said, I got those for $1 a piece. They are not rawhide. Let's see what we have on the back of them, if it'll tell me. Rice flour. So they're like a rice cake. Rice flour, chicken broth, corn syrup, sugar, blah, blah, all the basic things. Right. Very, very high in protein, very low in fat. Wow. Nice. Okay. It says crunchy texture, tasty maple flavor. So that's what they are. They're actually round. They're not square. $1 a piece. So that's almost half off. That's a really good deal. The next thing I got for her was these dentist sticks. And guys, dentist sticks are not just for big dogs or little dogs. When you get these are these the minis? No, these are not the minis. But there are 24 treats in here. They're each probably about 3 inches long. This is the beef flavor. This typically sells for $4.15, and I got it for $4. So it's still under retail, but you know what? I don't care if it's at retail. This is a not-for-profit. All my money is going, if they don't make as much profit on this particular bag, they're only making a few cents. Not even making a few cents because I don't know what they paid, but it goes to them. It helps. These dentist sticks are great. I got 2 of these. Each of these were at $4. I may put one of these bags into one of the doggy gift boxes. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Okay. Then I got a whole bunch of decals. Decals. I won this one. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me put it that way. There you go. It's an infinity. This is what my license plate is. My front license plate is exactly this. Is an infinity with a heart and the dog paw. except for it's not in a prism effect. But that's a decal. These are not iron-ons. These are actually decals, window stickers, or for whatever else you want to put. So there's an infinity sticker, and this one I won in the Givey, which was really nice. And I'm going to show you the other stickers that I got. Now, sometimes, as I learned in the show, I didn't know before, but as I learned in the show, sometimes they will do specific show just for decals. And trust me, guys, they have hundreds of decals. Just about every single breed. Some breeds like pit bulls, they run out of those quickly, but they always restock them. So if they're not there for one show, they'll be there for the next show. So I had to get this one. I almost wish this was an iron-on, but it's not. It's a decal. I support putting animal abusers to sleep. Heck yes. Heck yes. This is huge. This sells for $7 on average. I found it in a couple places for $6, and then the highest place was like $9, but I kept seeing it all over the place for like $7. I got this for $5, worth every penny of it. And it's a decent size. Let me see if I can measure it up for you, just so that you can see. It is 7 inches tall. 7 inches. So it's not super tiny. That's definitely going in my car window. Definitely. The next one I got is You Can't Buy Love, but You Can Rescue It. Isn't that cute? It's just a basic white decal. This typically sells for $6. If you go on Etsy or eBay or any of the local shops that sells it, you'll find the average price is around $6. I got it for $5. Very cool. All right. This one, I call this the wiper dog because this sits in the center and the tail goes on your rear wiper blade. Isn't that cool? And this is the large one. This is not, you can get the smaller ones, but this is a large one because I have a mid-size SUV. And so if you have an SUV or a pickup truck or a bigger full-size vehicle, this is the large one for your rear windows. This typically goes for $11.99 because it's the big one and it's a really thick. It's not flimsy. This is like super, super thick. $11.99, but I picked it up for $5. I can't wait to get this one on, but it's got to stop raining outside before I can put anything on. And then I'm going to have to wash all the windows of the car. It's okay. This next one, now, for those of you that have seen Nala, this is her profile. A lot of people mistake her for a lab because she's the fawn color. And when you look at her from the side, you don't necessarily see that pit bull. You see the fullness here in this part of the body. You see the blockhead, which is typical of a pit bull. And she does have a long wispy tail. So even though this is a lab, this still looks very much like Nala's profile. So this particular one, and I got it in red because my car is red. All right. This one sells for, oh my gosh, let me see. What did it sell for? Oh, where did I find it? Sells for $5 on average. I picked it up for $4. $4. She is my heartbeat. All my pitties are my heartbeat. I don't know what my heart would be doing right now if it was not for the unconditional love that I get from this one. And the last sticker that I got does say, I love my pit bull. Now, for those of you who don't know, staffies are pit bulls. Pit bull is not a breed. Pit bull is a conglomeration of breeds. So it's different terrier mixes and blends Like if you have a blue nose, it's a blue nose pit bull, but the combination that made that blue nose is two different breeds. So staffies are considered pit bulls. So if you have a staffy, guess what? Congratulations. You have a pit bull. I love my pit bull. This sells for $5 on average, and I got it for $4. Whoops, we're going dark. And I found out I'm not the only one that happens to. I notice, like, if I watch TheCheapChick or something, her camera goes light and dark. It's when we get too close to it, it mutes it down. So I got it back up a little bit. So there you go. $5, and I got it for $4. So everything that I purchased in here was at or below average retail price. So you're still getting a great deal. But guess what? You're helping to save an animal. You're helping to rescue an animal. Your funds are not going into somebody's pocket for their profit, right? It's going into an account to be used to help provide for animals in need. That's my favorite kind of shop. Now, just for stopping in, I was gifted for my purchase. And this one is going into the small dog goodie box. This is a lick mat, and this is two-sided. It has hearts on one side, and it has bumps on the other side. You can also use this side if you have a really small dog. You can use this as a slow feeder, right? Because it's not down in a bowl where they can just bury their face. They kind of have to hunt and peck through to pick the pieces up. It also has a hook on it. You can hang this on a hook on a wall, slather it with peanut butter so that the animal's licking the peanut butter off while you're clipping their nails, or hang it in a bathtub. They can lick the peanut butter off while you're bathing them, right? So very cool. Two-sided slow feeder / lick mat. This is definitely going in the small dog givey box. I'm paying it forward. It was gifted to me. I'm gifting it out to you. You, whoever wins that box when we start it. And it comes with a roll of poo bags. And I believe there's at least 15 poo bags. The average of these rolls is usually 15 bags, sometimes a little bit more. But you know there's always going to be at least a dozen bags in here. So this little thing of poo bags is also going to go into one of the givey boxes. I'm not saying which, but it will definitely go into one of the givey boxes. And this was gifted to me for being a shopper. So I am paying it forward, guys, because you know that's what I do. The best way that I can help promote this shop is by what I just did, showing you what you can get. And they have clothes too. They have a whole bunch of different things. It's a full shop. You don't see the hostess on camera. Everything is focused on the products. You can ask as many questions as you like. You can ask for anything that you like, just like you would at any other shop. If they have it, they're going to whip it out. There were people in there asking for a medium-size shirts for boy dogs. She pulled out every single medium-sized shirt. She laid them down one at a time, and then she says, okay, let me know if you're interested in any of them. And whoever was interested, she ran that particular shirt for that person. There was no upbidding in it. There was no, what's the word I'm looking for? Snipe, where you go in and you try to, at the last minute, try to steal a bid and steal an item by sniping in with your swipe. None of that was going on in the shop. Everyone was very considerate of each other. Absolutely amazing. So, guys, go check out Canine Rescue. They just literally this week celebrated their 1-year anniversary on Whatnot. So they are a new shop. Well, not a new shop. They're an established shop, but they may be new to you. They may not. You may already know about them. But let's do a really quick rating on them. I'm going to use the 5-star criteria because they're a year old. Shipping speed and packing, perfect. I got this in 3 days. Packed perfectly, appropriate size box, not oversized with a lot of stuffing in it. Everything was excellent. Communication, 100% on the communication. Absolutely getting a full star for that. The hostess interacts with the chat. She's quick to watch everything. She's very informative. She's very laid back and casual, very friendly. I popped in the other night just to say, hey, happy anniversary to the shop. And she's like, thank you, Konnee. Thank you for stopping. Just so pleasant and just so warm and inviting. Very calm. Just, yeah. Price of shipping and the price of the item. The price of the shipping was $9.21. In this particular shop, it depends on what they're selling. If they're having a regular show like they did last night, you pay the $9.21 up front, and then your shipping is pretty much done. It varies from show to show, so it might be $9.21 for the entire show, or it might be $9.21 till you hit 5 pounds. You'll have to check the show notes or ask the hostess before you bid. But in the decal show, which is what I was in when I got these things, in a decal show, your shipping starts, I think the first item, the shipping was like 39 cents. And the second decal I did, or the couple of decals, whatever I did, was like $1 something. So it was literally broken down because of the item not really having any weight to it. So I don't even know if I reached the full $9.21 on these purchases. And if I did, don't care. If I paid a little bit more than what was absolutely necessary, great. That goes to them. So the price of the shipping, the prices of the items, very fair, very reasonable. Super deep discount? No, but a reasonable discount for an auction site. And everybody keep in mind, Whatnot is an auction site. It is not meant to be a retail shopping experience. So you should not be paying at or above retail for anything on Whatnot, unless you get crazy with your bidding and you intentionally go over retail. And I've seen that happen to a lot of people, and I just sit there and shake my head. I just shake my head. Because I know that those items can be gotten elsewhere or elsewhere on Whatnot, and you never have to pay over. So a couple of items came close to retail, but definitely not over retail, but definitely worth it. Variety and presentation, huge variety, lots of treats. Oh my gosh, the stuff they were pulling out for birds, everything from something as small as a parakeet to as big as what a parrot would have. They had an amazing amount of stuff for birds, cats, dogs. They had, I think I saw a couple of heat lamps for like lizards, reptiles. So they have a really good variety, food, clothes, accessories, that type of thing, snacks, all different size animals, from itty bitty teacup little teacup poodles, those little tiny miniature things that are the size of a hamster, all the way up to Great Danes or biggers. Bigger. I'm just so excited about this shop, guys. It's an amazing shop. So presentation is great. It's a no frills presentation. What you see is what you get. They'll give you all the information about the item that they have, and they give you great deals. I got those 4 roofles for $1 a piece as opposed to $1.89 a piece. So it was definitely worth it to pay $4 for something that would have cost me almost twice as much. And she inhaled that thing. Inhaled it. She's a picky eater, guys. She's a picky eater. But great presentation, excellent variety. Seller attitude, they have absolutely the right attitude. They have, they've structured their shop in such a way that everything moves quickly. They are there to try to provide you with the things that you would want to buy for your animals, not just what they have available. For example, I asked her if she had anything like rawhide, and she was very adamant. They don't sell anything that's rawhide. Plain and simple, they do not carry rawhide. If that's what you're looking for, you're SOL. They carry a lot of collagen things, which is like rawhide. They carry a lot of one ingredient items, which are all natural, like a pig ears or duck feets or chicken heads, which to me was like really weird to see a chicken head, but they are healthy and good for bigger dogs. So they have the right attitude. In other words, they're keeping things healthy for your pets because they keep them healthy for the pets that they provide for, or the animals that hopefully will become somebody's pet someday. So how does this shop rank up? Clearly, guys, clearly a full 5 stars. I could not find one flaw. I must have been into their shows 7, 8 times, popping in and out to all different shows. The ones that they did for clothing shows, the one they did for treats, the one they did for decals, the some that they mix them up. I've been into a variety of them, and they're very, very consistent with how they are and how they perform. And now that I've actually purchased, and I can speak to the shipping and the handling and the packing and the prices a little bit better, yeah, guys, go check them out. Even if you don't have an animal, but if you have animals in your family, maybe your kids are grown and have animals, or your grandkids have animals, or maybe you have a shelter down the street, you have a neighborhood community center, you might have a neighborhood thrift store that people go to looking for things for their pets. What can you get? What would you be willing to donate? Tax deduction, guys. You lose nothing, but you help out immensely by either helping them with your purchases, helping Canine Rescue with your purchases, or helping those that you pay it forward to. Hopefully some of these things that I'm going to forward out to you, my viewers, I'm paying it forward, and hopefully those are going to help you out. And if I put something in a give you box to you guys that you can't use, I am hoping and crossing my fingers that you pay it forward and gift it to someone else, or donate it somewhere. So that is Canine Rescue. Thank you for bearing with me. I think it's a very, very worthy cause. Let's go really quick and wrap this up. Don't forget, today is the 10th. Guys, you only have 6 more days. You only have until Tuesday to do your hashtag sizzle on that thumbnail right there. 1 entry per comment, hashtag sizzle, unlimited entries. I don't care how many you enter right now. We're closing in on 600 comments. I love it, guys. I can't wait to see who wins this thing. Wow. I will pull the winner on the night at midnight, all right, on the 16th. And I will record it on my phone like I did last time so that you can see me actually doing the selection and know that everything is 100% random. I have no say in who wins in this. And I'm kind of glad because it would be really hard for me to pick somebody to win it. And I don't ever want you guys to think that I play favorites. I don't have favorites. I love all of you equally. And I'm so glad every time you come and stop in. So get your hashtag sizzle done. Don't forget, this Saturday, the 13th, is my 4th, it won't be my final, but it is my 4th jewelry sale for Boku Jewelry Designs. That's my creations. I will have some brand new pieces that I have made. I will also have a blowout sales, $1 sales on enormous amount of earrings, pendants, rings, things we still need to clear out. So a lot of you have already gotten jewelry from me. And those of you that have made purchases of my jewelry pieces, please leave a comment below. Let other people know, what do you think of the jewelry? All right. What do you think did you get a deal for what you got? Are you happy with the pieces that you got? And remember, I'm not a big jewelry store. I make what I believe to be quality costume jewelry at an affordable price. So if you break a piece or lose a piece or it comes apart, it's not going to break your heart, and it's definitely not going to break your wallet, right? So come on in on the 13th. Join the live. It's at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on Saturday. If you want a sneak preview of some of the pieces that I've made, if you go to Darla Weatherspoon 1 at Whatnot Friday night at 7 p.m., as long as she still has her show, as long as she's up to it. You will see in her Buy It Now, in her bin, there are many pieces in there that came from me. Lots of earrings. She has a bunch of necklaces. She doesn't have everything in there yet. She's got blingy bracelets. I don't think she has those in her bin yet, but she has been loading things in there. Those items came from me, and she'll let you know which ones did. So I do sell on Whatnot at Darla's shop exclusively. Exclusively. Right now, she's the only one that sells my pieces. And I like it that way because she's a family member. So if you're a family member and you have a Whatnot shop and there's something you either want me to promote your shop, let me know, because I will definitely do everything I can to promote your particular shop because you're a family member. Anything that I can help you do to get it out there. All right? Okay, guys, thumbs up. Hype it. If you're not yet subscribed, or check your subscription, because I'm telling you, it's a tidal wave for all of us YouTubers. Our subscriber counts go up and down and up and down and up and down because of what YouTube is doing. So please, if you haven't seen a video in a long time, make sure you hit that notification bell, that you like it, hit the notification bell, hit that subscribe button, all right, so that you don't miss out. And check all the time. If all of a sudden you're not seeing a video from one of your channels that you usually watch, go do a search and look for us, because you might have been dropped by YouTube, not by us. We don't do that. You guys, you come in and out, okay? But just keep coming back. I absolutely love it when you keep coming back. So remember, stay hydrated. Above all else, please stay sweet. And she and I will catch you on Sunday with Temu. And I have a couple of different orders. I'm not even sure which one I'm going to show you first, but I have a couple of different orders. And so you're going to get to see some Temu. Okay? Thanks for stopping by. I'll leave the door open in case you want to stop back in again anytime. We will see you soon. We love you lots. Bye, guys.